Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. And we are here to talk about Ashley Jacobs and Thomas Ravenel from Southern Charm Season 5. It went down. So Ashley took to Instagram Live to let everybody know that her and Thomas are over. This is actually their second breakup. They actually did break up in July because she was jealous of Kathryn, and Thomas taking pictures with Kathryn and being on his yacht with Kathryn. She got upset. They just broke up. She broke up with him, or he broke up with her, but they split. Then they got back together, and Ashley was all online talking about, we're together. I love him. He loves me. And she was posting pictures, and they went to dinner and all of the other good stuff. And then now she confirms on IG Live Wednesday, August 15th, that her and Thomas is no longer together. And this is what she posts. I did not want to comment, but there are just some things I am trying to handle privately. Nothing she's trying to handle privately. That is totally a lie, because she wouldn't be on Instagram Live crying. Before I say too much, I love Thomas and I will always love him. And I will always care about him. So she will always love him, always care about him. She don't even know the goddamn man. And, he put her through hell and back. He made her look bad on TV. She made herself look bad on TV. He talked about her bad. He called her like a gold digger, that she needs to work. And he also compared her to, Kathryn back and forth. And, telling Kathryn that he loves her and she looks beautiful. And actually telling Ashley Jacob that if Kathryn was even more sweeter and nice like the way she is, I would love to get back with her, right in front of her face, right on national TV. So let's keep going to Ashley Jacobs' comment. I am still trying to work it out. Not work out getting back together, but I am still trying to figure it out. I think everyone's been through breakups before, but it's hard. It's not easy. Sometimes you just want to stay quiet and figure out what's the next move in your life. It's going to be, I am just trying to take care of myself the best way I can. Now she's trying to take care of herself the best way she can. She needs to take care of herself the best way she can, because she lost so much weight. She looked sick. Her voice was hoarse all season long. She was just yelling, screaming, and she seemed so erratic and out of control. And she was just like trying to feed the cameras all type of information. And she just wanted to be on TV. She just wanted to go after Kathryn and tried to sabotage her and her relationship with, Thomas, co-parenting and things like that. And she wanted to throw Kathryn under the bus. It was like her duty and her job to go after Kathryn and argue with her. And then she ended up arguing with everybody on the, cast. She went after, Patricia, saying Patricia's a liar. Patricia started this. Patricia told her to stay away from Kathryn because she's no good and all this other stuff. And Patricia denies these rumors. And hopefully she does try to take care of herself the best way she can. And I think maybe it's financial, because she was living the high life, with Thomas. She was living in like a little penthouse or a nice little apartment that was huge. And Thomas was paying for it. She had car services. She had a rental car. She just had mad things going on. He paid for her food, her clothing. He took care of her because she wasn't working. She didn't have a job. And so she finally got her nurse's license, in Charleston. So, people would stop trying to say that she's a gold digger or whatever. And I guess she actually thought it was going to work out. But Thomas called it quits. He just had too much, he's dealing with, these sexual allegations against him. He's going to be facing court, and he probably have to pay off these nannies and also these victims of women that he went out on dates with and took advantage of them. So he might have to pay them some hush money. He already paid one person hush money, allegedly. Now he might allegedly have to pay other people hush money because they're actually ruining his reputation. Thomas is upset. He's mad. He feels like the show has destroyed him and ruined his reputation. The show did not show anything about your sexual allegations. Like, all this happened outside of the show. And it was your doing. And you bringing Ashley on this show to help you, try to help your image, which just destroyed your image even more. And then on top of that, how male chauvinist you was towards Ashley and Kathryn, and trying to pit these women against each other and fight and tell Ashley all types of negative things about Kathryn so she can go at her. And that's what happened. And you got the job done, but it made you look bad because you was in the middle and you didn't actually stop Ashley. You didn't tell Ashley the truth about the birthday party situation, that it's just a good idea if you don't show up because, this is just a family type of event. You just made it seem like Kathryn was just throwing digs at Ashley because she didn't like her because she was with you. You started all that, and it backfired and made you look bad because Kathryn came out on top because she was elegant with the situation, and she didn't fight Ashley. She didn't really argue with Ashley until the last episode when Ashley just went totally off. So let's get back to Ashley and her Instagram live post. She's crying. She's like, oh, woe is me. Oh, God, it's over. Like, she's missing that money. She's missing that dough and that cheddar. And she also asked her Instagram live followers if they can actually hook her up with any bachelors. And she said they don't have to be rich. They don't have to have money. They could just be normal and regular. Come on, please, girlfriend. Like, you want normal and regular men. If that was the case, you wouldn't have been with Thomas and living off of him and moving to Charleston and, not even knowing Thomas, and only went on like a handful of dates with him, and now you are in his life. You're taking over. You want to know what's going on with his kids. You want to be at their birthday parties. You don't even know these kids. You don't even know Kathryn. And it's like, come on, she's mad fugazi. So so Ashley, she was crying, but then minutes later, she actually, posted another video of her happy and smiling. It was like she was acting like she's a failed actor. She wants to be an actress. She wants to be on TV. And she also said, what you'll see in the slideshow, if you guys can actually see what, you can read what's going on in the slideshow. She also said that she was a fan of the stars of Southern Charm, and she was also starstruck. So she knew what was going on. She knew the situation. She knew the history of Thomas and Kathryn. Thomas didn't even have to tell her because she said she was a fan, but Ashley tried to say she only watched like 2 episodes while she was working because of one of her clients told her. One of her clients was watching the show, and that's when she watched it for the first time. She only watched 2 episodes. Yeah, right. She studied these cast members. She studied what was going on too as well, and then Thomas fed her information, and she was going to make it pop. Because, Thomas didn't want these rumors and these allegations to be brought up on the show, number 1. And number 2, he wanted to make Kathryn jealous. And number 3, he wanted to have a woman that bowed down to him, and that was Ashley. And actually, like, get people going. So, like, it's just, like, mostly the negativity that, Ashley was spewing and throwing at other cast members on the show. She got all that information from Thomas. All that information from Thomas. Thomas was using her as an scapegoat, as his mouthpiece, because, he knew he was up shit creek because these rumors were going to be coming out. And so, anyway, so that's, Ashley, situation. And she's back in California, and she's like at a loss because her license now is in Charleston, and now she has to get it transferred, and she's trying to do club appearances, and people are booing and, coming after the club, on their reviews, and just like, saying all types of negative things. Don't want Ashley booked in any clubs in Santa Barbara or anywhere else. People are just, trying to say if she's there, I'm not coming. They leaving all types of negative reviews on the club's website and contacting owners of clubs because they don't want her, especially at Club Matrix. Club Matrix is trying to keep saying that, they're going to have her appear, but, she hasn't. People don't want to see her, and she's trying to do club appearance because she wants money, and she doesn't want to work as a nurse anymore. She wants that Hollywood lifestyle, and by her saying that she was a fan of the cast, she knew these cast members. She knew what was going on. She knew Thomas' situation, and it looked like Ashley, she wasn't stressing out because of most of the relationship. It looks like she was on some type of narcotic. Allegedly, she was doing that powder and drinking at the same time, and she was filming and acting crazy, and she was fired from the bar, from the show, Southern Charm. Like, the production company said that they wanted to have Ashley on season 6, and I think it would have been good to see if Ashley had a turnaround because she wasn't going to be with Thomas. The dynamics with her and Kathryn, how she was going to redeem herself, and whether the cast going to be coming at her, or was she actually going to spew, information on Thomas, if she was actually going to film for season 6 of Southern Charm. But she was going to, but they declined to because they feel like she was erratic, her behavior. They didn't know if she was going to be able to be controllable, and they found her to be a danger. They found her to be a liability. And also, Kathryn did not want Ashley to film for next season. She stated what she felt about it because she didn't want Ashley around her kids. She didn't want around her, period. And Kathryn has made it known that she did not want Ashley Jacobs around her children, period. And now going to court with Thomas, that was ammunition that she could use too as well. And right now, you know, Kathryn has 50-50 joint custody with Thomas, but she wants more money, and she wants to make sure that Ashley's not around. And she also can bring up these sex allegations against Thomas. So I think Thomas was like, you know what? I don't want Kathryn to come after me the way I did. The way, you know, Thomas did Kathryn with the drug test and taking the kids away from her. You know, she could have went to, you know, rehab. He could have helped her a different way. He didn't have to do it publicly. And he didn't have to shame her, where the cast was shaming her too at one point in time. And she wasn't even invited to her kids. She had to be invited to the kids' birthday party. You know, Thomas planned their birthday party. This was like, you know, the season before last, or last season. So, you know, Kathryn was on the outs, and he had court orders and all types of stuff for her to get this drug test over and over and over. But right now, Kathryn is holding the golden nugget with these sex allegations against Thomas in court. But she's not even using it. She's trying to be, you know, cordial and have a co-parenting relationship. So Kathryn is actually 27 years old, and she's more responsible and more of an adult than, you know, Ashley, because she's not going to try to use negative shit to destroy somebody else, or try to bring them down, or try to get the upper hand, because she's already winning in a situation. So Ashley's out here fighting to be on TV. She's fighting to be on the show. She's on every blog. She's doing all types of interviews to try to build up her name. She's trying to build up her Instagram following. And right now she's at 100K. Plus maybe 23, and she's trying to build up her situation. And right now she's out on Shit Creek, and she's looking for love. She's looking for somebody else, and it's just like, damn, Ashley, she just really wanted attention. She wanted fame. She wanted to be on the show. And she thought, you know, being negative and yelling and screaming and coming after Kathryn was gonna be her golden meal ticket, and end up not being her golden meal ticket. Actually got her kicked off the show, because, you know, Kathryn is one of the fan favorites. She's one of the stars of the show. If she's not actually the star of the show, she's actually like the star of the show. And if she doesn't want to film with you because she has viable reasons, by your behavior, you threatening her, you calling her a bad mother, and all the shit that you did, that's why you lost your chance on the show. And we soon will forget about you unless you're on another show, or unless you do something crazy and silly. But you can tell that she really did not care for Thomas like that. It was just, she was just acting. And then, like, you know, she's crying on IG, and then the next you know, couple of hours, she's actually smiling, and she actually got on makeup. She looks happy, and she's doing her thing. It just seems so like staged, and she's really searching for fame. And, you know, the rumors about her being an escort, you know, a lot of people believe that she was an escort. I don't know if she was or not, but it's up to you guys to believe if she was an escort or not. But, you know, I'm still trying to find out that information. And a lot of people are tight-lipped, and a lot of people are saying that she is. But the people that are saying that she is, that are close to the situation, really don't have the proof or the evidence. So Landon, she's the one that knows, because she actually introduced, you know, Ashley to Thomas. And Landon is actually siding with Kathryn at this time and point. She's all on Kathryn's side. She's tweeting, she's posting how wonderful Kathryn is. Kathryn is great. She's overcome. But Landon treated Kathryn like shit. She tried to steal Thomas. Landon did actually almost the same thing that Ashley is doing now, trying to discredit, you know, Kathryn when she was on the show, trying to sleep with Thomas, trying to be with him, trying to be in a relationship with him. And that's the same thing Ashley was going around doing and trying to come at Kathryn. Ashley could have actually got to know Kathryn and had a little tiff for tat with her, but not something so huge where she calls her a bad mother, no good mother, and say that she doesn't care about her children. She could have did a whole nother way too, and tried to, you know, get the story from Kathryn, and then talk to other people about Kathryn, then share her life and where she came from and what she's doing. And actually, before she filmed, she should have got her license in Charleston and actually filmed her taking care of people, and her and hospice, because you know she is a nurse, but now she does home care. And she could have filmed that on the show. She could have did a lot more than just coming after Kathryn, but she could have had, you know, intense moments with Kathryn, but not bringing up her children, just saying, hey, listen, I want you to stay away from Thomas. I love Thomas, I'm going to be one. Things like that, where she didn't attack her character or her motherhood. And she could have stayed on the show, or she could have, you know, brought somebody else on the show with her. She could have stayed on the show. She didn't have to go that route where, you know, she was fighting towards Kathryn. But I really believe Thomas pushed her that way, made her feel insecure, and made her feel like Kathryn was better than her, and for her to stay in the show, she needed to do this. And it actually backfired because she does have a lot of following, but a lot of people tweets and comments against Ashley is horrendous. Peace. I'm out. One love.